gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
The Xiaomi 17 series has officially launched, and today we're unboxing the standard model to share my very first impressions. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Now, let's dive into the unboxing. Here's the Xiaomi 17 box, co-developed with Leica. Let's go ahead and break the seal. Inside, you'll find the essentials: a charger, a USB cable, and a few accessories. Starting with the charger, Xiaomi sticks with its 100-watt proprietary fast charging protocol. It has a Type A output, delivering up to 20-volt 5-watt max. Compared to the previous 120-watt charger, this one looks different. It's noticeably smaller and comes with a redesigned front plug. The new 100-watt version even has foot protection built in to make charging safer. The included cable supports up to 5 AS with a nominal rating of 6 AS. It measures 99 centimeters, which is the standard length Xiaomi usually provides. You'll also get a protective case and a SIM ejector tool in the box. Now let's move to the main star of the show, the Xiaomi 17 Standard Edition. Removing the protective film reveals a 6.3-inch display. The size feels comfortable in hand and gives off a familiar vibe. It's a flat screen with a centered punch hole design, and the edges have almost no curve. That slightly rounded look you see in front actually comes from the metal frame. I've got to say the R angle here is quite large, something we'll compare with other flagships later on. The frosted metal frame on the side feels premium. This color is ice velvet blue, and the light blue metallic frame adds a stylish touch. Looking closer, Xiaomi has gone for a symmetrical design along the borders, with antenna strips placed neatly. On the right, the strips line up symmetrically, while the top ones are offset but still centered. At the bottom, you'll find the SIM card slot next to the mic. Be careful here. The openings look a bit similar, so make sure to insert the SIM tool into the correct slot. The card tray stacks SIMs vertically, and Xiaomi even added a logo for guidance. There's also a small rubber ring around the tray to help with water resistance. In the hand, the phone feels quite compact. Flipping to the back, you'll notice the fresh-looking ice blue finish. The frosted glass back feels smooth and clean, without extra patterns, giving the whole device a minimal, pure look. The main highlight here is definitely the camera module. Instead of the usual separate lens board, Xiaomi has integrated the raised area directly into the glass panel. This design not only looks cleaner, but also improves durability. The lenses themselves are quite large, and every detail of the module feels polished. A big plus of this integrated design is that it won't trap dust easily. As for the build, the phone weighs just 195 grams. Considering it has a glass body with a full metal frame, staying under 200 grams is impressive. The included case is a hard protective one. Once applied, it doesn't yellow easily, though the frame design does get a bit hidden. Turning on the phone, the front view feels balanced and refined. The rounded corners of both the display and frame match consistently, and the bezels are slim all around, giving it a very clean appearance. Jumping into the system, I checked the pre-installed apps. Out of the box, there are 24 third-party apps, about average compared to other models we've tested. Let's quickly dive into the refresh rate settings. You still get the option to switch between 60 Hz and 120 Hz, along with support for more dynamic refresh adjustments. There's also a dimming mode that lets you switch between DC and PWM, plus eye protection mode now comes with helpful habit reminders. Moving on to the vibration feedback, Xiaomi has really nailed it. Every tap or action, whether opening an app or going back to the home screen, comes with soft, refined haptics. The feedback feels delicate and comfortable, which makes the overall user experience smoother. Now let's check out the audio. The stereo effect is clear and noticeable, though naturally limited by the size of the phone. The top earpiece doubles as a speaker, helping create that wider soundstage. Fingerprint unlocking is another highlight here. Setup is quick, and since it's ultrasonic, the recognition is accurate without favoring one angle too much. The position feels natural to reach, and input speed is very fast. You can place your finger and complete the unlock without lifting off the screen. Xiaomi also lets you customize additional functions tied to fingerprint recognition. With ultrasonic scanning, there's no need for a bright unlock animation. It just uses a small light spot as a guide. Once you get used to placing your finger there, it unlocks almost instantly. You can even trigger other shortcuts without exiting the screen, which feels very fluid. Now let's talk about the battery. This phone packs a huge one. Apart from the standard battery modes, there are a few extras, like settings for nighttime use or low temperature environments, which limit performance to protect the battery. There's also a smart 5G power saving feature. Since many brands have removed the option to manually switch back to 4G, Xiaomi's system intelligently manages 5G connections to reduce power drain. Under the hood, the entire Xiaomi 17 lineup comes with Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Elite, 5th generation. In today's video, we're focusing on the standard edition. Let's see how it performs. Starting with the CPU, benchmark results show impressive gains compared to other new flagships. The multi-core score hits 11,280, while single-core reaches 3,601, about a 15% bump over the last Snapdragon 8 Elite. GPU performance also sees around a 20% improvement from the previous generation. While it doesn't quite catch Dimensity 9500, it does outperform Apple's A19 Pro in many areas, which is pretty impressive for cross-platform results. On Antutu V11, the Xiaomi 17 scores 3.9 million points, which is about 25% higher than last year's Snapdragon 8 Elite phones. Not bad at all for such a compact device. Time to see how it handles real games. In honor of Kings running on max settings with ultra-high resolution and image quality, a 30-minute test delivered an average frame rate of 120.2 FPS. Power consumption stayed at 2.97 watts, with surface temps reaching 37.6 degrees Celsius on the front and 38.3 degrees Celsius on the back. Compared to the Xiaomi 15, both efficiency and thermals are noticeably better. For a heavier test, we tried Collapse Golden Moment. With max graphics settings, the 30-minute session averaged 59.6 FPS, staying incredibly stable. Power draw was 5.27 watts, with temperatures hovering around 44 degrees Celsius on both sides. Again, compared to the Xiaomi 15, the Xiaomi 17 keeps frame rates steady for longer. Now the real game changer, the battery. The Xiaomi 17 standard version comes with a massive 7,000 mAh GSR battery, something we've never seen before in a small screen flagship. In a standard endurance test of 5 moderate tasks, 30 minutes each, the phone still had 67% battery left afterward. That's solid. For charging, you get 100 watts wired and 50 watts wireless. Starting from 1%, a 30-minute wired charge takes you up to 59%. A full charge completes in 1 hour, 22 minutes, with peak power hitting 86 watts. Because of the larger battery, trickle charging takes longer, but overall, the speed is still very good for this capacity. Let's check out the official Xiaomi protective case designed for the Xiaomi 17. The first thing to notice, it has a magnetic function, something similar to Apple's MagSafe. Xiaomi calls it Dragon Scale Fiber, which is basically their own take on a Kevlar-like aramid fiber material. By default, it doesn't fully support Apple's MagSafe ecosystem, and the magnetic pull is fairly weak, but the case itself is super slim. Sliding the phone into the case feels smooth, almost effortless, with no resistance. Once it's in place though, the magnetic hold gets stronger. You do need a little effort to push it off, which means it feels secure. Magnetic charging also works well, and with this case on, you can actually use most of Apple's MagSafe accessories without any problem. Now that we've covered the case, let's move on to design comparisons with other flagship phones. Starting with the iPhone. If we cover up the logos and place them side by side, the resemblance is striking. The width is practically identical, and in the hand, they feel almost the same. It's not just about the dimensions. The frosted finish on the frame also gives a very familiar texture. Both phones use an integrated camera bump design, though Xiaomi adds an ultra-thin transparent baseplate under the lens module, which Apple doesn't. If you didn't notice the subtle difference at first, a closer look definitely reveals it. From feel to aesthetics, Xiaomi has clearly studied Apple's design language very closely. Next, let's compare it with the iPhone 16 Pro. Here, Xiaomi actually pulls ahead slightly with narrower bezels, while the overall corner radius, the R angle, looks nearly identical. Honestly, if you hold both phones with your eyes closed, ignoring the camera module, it's tough to tell them apart. Now let's bring in the Xiaomi 15. When placed next to the Xiaomi 17, you can immediately spot the difference. The Xiaomi 15 has a sharper, tougher corner radius and a thicker overall look. Its camera bump is also integrated but feels chunkier, while the frame has a deeper curve on the back, which gives it a different kind of comfort in hand. I'd say both have their own design strengths. It's not about one completely replacing the other, but more about style preference. The Xiaomi 17, however, definitely has slimmer bezels, which makes the front look cleaner and more modern. We should also talk about Meizu. If we block the logos, you'll still notice the design differences right away. Meizu's R angles are smaller, which makes its frame feel tougher and sharper. Its camera area is segmented into layers, while Xiaomi's is a smooth, integrated block. On the front, Meizu pushes for ultra-narrow bezels and even offers a unique white panel design, which gives it a very different personality compared to Xiaomi's minimal black border look. So, among today's so-called small-screen flagships, each brand takes its own path. Compared to its predecessor, the Xiaomi 17 goes with softer lines, larger corner radii, and an overall rounder look. Paired with the new HyperOS system, the phone feels balanced and refined, while still keeping that comfortable in-hand feel Xiaomi is known for. When it comes to competing with Apple, which has always been Xiaomi's main benchmark, the Xiaomi 17 holds its own. It matches the small form factor but adds its own advantages. One extra lens compared to the iPhone, a significantly larger battery, and a compact flagship build that's powerful yet pocket-friendly. It's a proper little performance cannon. And if you haven't already checked out my unboxing and first impressions of the Xiaomi 17 Pro and Pro Max, the links are down in the description.